Hi friends, welcome to Testing Tutorials Point. This is Lokesh Gorantla and today we are going to discussing about CSS Selector in our Cypress end-to-end flow. Okay, and here what exactly the locator, CSS selectors, why CSS selector, and what is locator and what is CSS selector. Those things we'll discuss in this particular video. Basically, before starting CSS selector, and we need to understand for what exactly locator. Locator means there is an identification of element in a page. Identification of an element in a page means basically one web application they are using to develop by using HTML tags based, right? Each web element having some certain identification. For that identification, based upon that identification, we are need to find our method to provide an element. Okay, what exactly means? You can take this particular example. You can take this particular example while you inspect for first name. Okay, while you inspect the first name. Now you can see this is the identification of your particular web element in a page. Means this particular first name identification by using here. There are types of elements are presented. One is type equal to text and placeholder equal to first name, class equal to form control. These are the names are presented. Okay, correct. And ng hyphen module equal to first name. These are required things are presented. Means it is a required basically. Okay, that's why we can able to see that is the one we have for identification. We can able to identify for that particular element. By using that identification elements, we can able to provide our value into that particular element. To take that particular attribute, we can able to say attribute. Attribute is nothing but type, placeholder, class name, ng model. This all are comes under attributes. Okay. In these particular attributes, how we can able to identify how many ways and what exactly Cypress will take it. Means Cypress default locator is CSS. Okay, by default CSS selector. What CSS selector can able to do it? By doing for ID, it will take class and it will take for attribute and value. For attribute value, these are the three options it will take. And also it will take for optional, there are some set of things are there. One is like dynamically changing value. What exactly dynamic changing value, that I will come into the picture. Okay, I'll explain it. ID, for ID identification we need to use for hash. Hash is indicating for identifying for ID. Okay, and class, how we can able to identify? By using for dot. If you mention dot and class value, then we can able to say identification of class. And the attribute, how we can able to use for square braces. In the inside the square brace, you can provide for attribute. Attribute is nothing but you can able to provide for placeholder equal to first name. That's one you can able to provide. Any attribute you can able to specify and you can able to take it. Okay, and now ID and all, how we can able to go ahead. And for ID purpose, we can able to go for Google. Okay, because in this particular page we don't have any ID. That's why I'm going to for Google. And here if you inspect, you can able to see there is a ID of this particular page ID. Okay, for this ID, how we can able to provide a value. Okay, that we'll see in now. Okay, now I'm going to here describe block. Describe block is a suit. Okay, for the suit I'm going to explain you for CSS selector. Okay, and I'm going to create for my function. Okay, in it block is a test case. I'm going to create the test case. I'm going to use for ID demo, and then I'm going to use for function creation, and I'm going to use for here and cy.visit. Visit is basically to providing for my URL. Okay, I'm going to provide for https://www.google.com. Okay, and then I'm going to use for cy.get. Get method is basically it will by default it will support for only CSS selector locators. It will not support for other than that CSS selector. Okay. Now I'm going to use for this particular value. Now single quotation hash and my value and type is a sending for send keys. On Selenium we have send keys, right? Similar form type is a value to provide that particular web element. Okay, and the single quotation I'm going to provide for my location. Okay, now I need to open for Cypress. For Cypress opening, npx space Cypress open. If you want to open for if you want to run for in a command prompt, you can able to see my previous video. I explained that how we can able to run in command prompt. Okay, different ways how we can able to run and all I showed in completely in my previous videos. Okay, please go through that one by one. Now locator I'm running. Now you can see my locator it is able to provide it. Correct. Idea I'm able to do it. Now similar format I want to do for class name. For class identification, we need to use for dot, right? I'm going to take for this class name. And one more thing here. In case if you are not able to identify properly and you don't know how to create also, then how you can able to do, right? Right click on this particular locator. Okay, there is a copy path is there. And this copy path, there is a copy selector. Okay, copy selector. Take the copy selector and go to here and paste it into here. You can able to see the value. Okay, that particular text like a particular element you can able to identify easily. Okay, no need to bother about it. In case still if you don't understanding properly, then search for uh, selector hub extension for Chrome. If you go for that particular Chrome, okay, and there is a add to the Chrome. Okay, add to Chrome. If you add to the Chrome extension, it automatically it will add for your Chrome extension. Okay, now if you reload one more time, and if you come back here and you can see you need to close the browser, because without closing browser it will not you cannot identify those values. Okay, and here you can see right click on here, you can able to see there is option selector hub. Okay, and you can able to see there is a in the down you can able to see copy of relative CSS selector path. This is the path you can able to copy. If you copy this path and come here and again you can paste it, same value it is provided. But still if you don't if you are not getting the properly, in case after if right click you are not able to get this one, then how to do it? Inspect the first for which one you want to find it, and there is a accessibility. After accessibility there is a two bars are there. You can click and there is a selector hub is presented. You can select. Again, you can able to see in the top CSS selector path. Just copy and comes to here and you can paste it. Based upon your convenience, you can paste it for how many values you want. Okay. This is a one great approach we have in our CSS selector. It will provide for all options here. How many buttons, how many labels are present, everything it will provide you. Don't worry. If you want search, you can inspect it and automatically can see this many values it is provided. Okay. This is a great feature we have. For selector hub also we can able to add and we can able to get the all the path, even X path and everything you can able to get it. Okay. Don't worry about it, the how we can able to approach and all. Okay. Now I'm going to inspect here now. We need to call the code for CSS selector. Class name, right? Now I need to call the class name. I'm going to paste it now here and I'm going to here the class name I'm going to take it now, class value. Okay, Now class value identification we need to use for dot and value and save. And once you save, automatically the page will be loaded and value also it is entered. Now whether we are provided one it is taken or old one is means you can able to come down and there is a value. You can see type get, there is a type, it is there dot value which is the one we provided here, right? The same one it is showing here as well. Okay. And next one we can able to use for attribute and we need to get the value. Attribute I'm going to take for name and q name value. Okay. Now from here I'm going to comment here and use for cy dot a get, and inside that I'm going to use for single quotation square braces and I'm going to paste my value. Okay. And then again I'm going to use for here type and the same my name I'm going to enter. Okay, Lokesh. And again I'm saving. Once I save, automatically it will load the page. Now again you can see Lokesh is enter. Okay. This is a approach we can able to use for three different. Even you can able to, maybe you will get for name equal to QA. This is the only one attribute can you able to take it. No, you can take any one of them, any one. Okay, which is perfectly works. Those things we can able to take. JS name is there. If you go and take the JS name and paste it here, now save and go here, it is loaded. In case if there is an issue, we can able to get the issue. Now still see value is able to enter, means which is a valuable information in that particular locator. Then we can able to pick and we can able to create for attribute and attribute value. This is a one great approach we can able to do it. Okay. And another thing we have for some dynamic locator changes. Dynamic locator, very rare case will get in a real time. Okay, not continuously. What exactly this particular dynamic locators means? If I'm going to take for another example of make query, okay, I'm going to this one. Now you can see the attribute is name equal to username is presented. Now exact name it is presented. In real time, dynamic means maybe in the starting position or ending position or middle, something it is changing keep on while you refresh the page. Whenever you refresh the page or you need to open new page, that moment which is the path you are provided, which is the value that attribute value is presented, keep on changing. But some set of value is keep on constant, remaining things are changing. Then this kind of approaches how we can able to do means we have another functionality that is called substring functionality. Substring, in this substring also we can able to three types. In the substring we have three types. What exactly means? One is cap. Cap is nothing but prefix. Prefix is nothing but starting position is constanted, remaining value is keep on changing. Then we can able to take for prefixed value and the starting point of value. Okay. And another one is dollar. Dollar is suffix. Suffix, what suffix can do? That suffix is starting keep on changing, ending is constant. Then we can able to take for ending point of value. Okay. And another one is stars. This is the very most important. This is a substring. What substring can do? Starting position is changing and ending position also changing, but I want to it's a middle value keep on constant. Then we can able to take the substring. And also we can able to take starting or ending, anything we can able to like which is a constant is presented. That is a one great approach we have. And also we have nth child and first child and everything that that I'll explain you while we are in a drop down handling time. Okay. Now this is the one how we can able to identify. If I'm going to here, click on filter place and click on control F. Okay. This is my name equal to username, right? Now in here I'm going to use for two square braces and I'm going to paste. Now automatically I'm able to find it. And now if I'm going to use, now see, first name only user I used. I'm not used for name. Now 0 out of 0. But if I'm going to starting position, name attribute, after name attribute, just in a cap symbol equal to value. Now the same one I'm going to copy paste here. See, automatically it is highlighting for 1 out of 1. But I want to capture for last position, not for starting position. Then we need to use for dollar. And starting position name I used, now it is not selected, but I need to use for name as a last. Now you can see I'm able to identify 1 out of 1. Okay. Now I want to identify by using middle value. I want to take middle value and I need to identify. How we can able to take? Remove that dollar and star symbol. Star symbol automatically, if you provide a starting position or ending position, anything it will take. If you provide anything, you can related to that one. Now you can see that also provided. In middle value also provided. It is selected and first value also and last value also it will select. The star it will take as a substring. Substring is anything you can able to provide which is constant in that particular web element. It will take it. Okay, this is a path we can able to create. Okay, this is all about for CSS selector, but there is another approach that I'll explain you while we are going to see in a drop down section time. Okay, thank you for watching. Please do subscribe and share to your friends and colleagues. Thank you.